I thought it was a lot of fun, like the first couple of weeks, and everybody has a good time together, and you know, and then I realized that I was wrong.
At MLG recently, we've had some turnover, and it made me think how terrible the hiring process can really be. What I thought this month would be fun is to take a look back and look at our agents to see what it was like to interview at the Matt Laricy Group and what the process kind of looked like, to kind of give everybody a look under the hood of what this hiring process can be.
Well, first of all, you were late, like super late, like I think like 30 minutes late.
Let's see, you were about 20, 30 minutes late.
I remember him being 10 minutes late.
He was like 30 minutes late, and I remember double checking my calendar invite multiple times to make sure I had the right day, because I thought I messed something up.
I remember you gave me a full buyer's presentation, which I wasn't actually sure if you thought I was a buyer or you're interviewing me.
I remember I used to wear jeans and a polo or a t-shirt to work, and he made fun of me instantly for what I was wearing. And he's like, "What the hell are you wearing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's good to see you."
We were meeting at Starbucks, so I drank like 2-3 coffees by the time you got there. So I was jacked off of caffeine, so by the time you got there, you were wired on caffeine too, so it was like a speed interview.
Overall, I remember it being a really seemingly drawn out process. You know, I felt like I was begging for this interview for like 5 months, and I finally got to it, so I was super fucking excited. Super excited.
When I first met Matt, I had a full beard, which I loved, and he walked in and said, "What the hell is that?" He said, "If you want to work here, you got to shave it." So, second interview I had, it was all gone.
It was different coming from a trading job where the hours were completely different, and the team was much smaller back then, so I think I was the 5th person on the team, and I was also the youngest. And since then it's changed so much, a lot of new systems that are in place, and it's become a lot more professional and organized.
Everybody gets along. I know they're really tight-knit, family company. You know, I'd heard about Matt Laricy Group for years from other friends of mine that are in the business, and so I knew that I wanted to give an opportunity.
Super professional, a lot of production. I could tell they were a close-knit group. You could tell they all kind of knew each other.
It was pretty small back then. I don't even think, I mean, you don't even have an assistant yet. So, I mean, obviously a lot has changed, but at the time I think you were super innovative and wanted to grow a company, and I was excited to be part of something.
There's a lot of work, and you know, a lot of no days off, right? Isn't that the motto?
Doing a good amount of business, so I was impressed with the amount of volume they were doing.
This environment's crazy, fast-paced, never have any days off. But I like it. It suits me. I like working all the time.
I think it's pretty cool to see like how the team has grown, all the new people that have been added on throughout the years, and I guess what's to come.
It's much more structured, and we all have to wear suit and tie. Matt was very, very casual before.
Now that I've gotten to know everybody, you know, it's a smooth team. Get to know everybody pretty personally. So.
Who's your favorite?
Probably Matt Piazza, my favorite guy on the team.
And why is that?
No, I'm just kidding, he's not.
Bunch of young, like-minded professionals in the business, doing a lot of great work. You know, just go-getters, you know, work their asses off every day.
I think, you know, kind of what I initially thought. Super hardworking, really on it, super professional. These are the guys that get shit done.
It's just all about growing the business, helping the team grow, and really just getting better every day.
Honestly, I think everybody underestimates the amount of work.
We have to work 8 days a week.
My calendar is no longer mine.
I wish I would have known when he said that you really don't get any vacation time, that you really don't get any vacation time.
It's tough, so you really got to be able to hustle, grind, and get up, you know, and take control of the day.
He told me originally it was going to be Monday through Saturday, and you can work Sunday morning, and that's it. And it hasn't been like that at all.
How many times do you work on Sundays?
Every single Sunday.
It didn't have a personal touch to it. I honestly, I felt as if that they were just kind of adding me to the mix of everyone else that they had.
It was pretty open. Talked to the managing broker.
I basically reached out to him, said I was getting my license, and then we sat down and, you know, went over like what to expect.
I felt like I was more interviewing them. You know, if you had a license, that was basically the only requirement.
You're more interviewing them versus them interviewing you. So you're trying to make sure that the culture is right, that the fit is right. Here was a more selective process.
At a listing consultation, I was asked something weird. It's like, in order to get the listing, I have to be able to feed their cats. And I'm allergic to cats, so.
Did you Feed the cat?
No, I didn't feed the cats.
If I wanted to clean this agent's house.
Did you clean the house?
Do you have a suit?
Yeah.
I think that was like the first question when you were making fun of me.
They popped open 2 bottles of wine. It was like a Friday night at 6 o'clock at night. Matt asked me if I drink white wine or red wine, and that this was going to be dependent on if I get choppier or not. And I picked red, which I guess was right, which I didn't know Matt was such a wine psycho.
I would say take a look at the work environment and like the kind of office setting you'll be in. You know, I like to work in a team environment, and I can work solo, but I like the energy of a team, especially a high-producing team.
When you're starting new to the business, I think joining a team is really smart.
You want to have a mentor who's always there to help you, because you're gonna, especially if you're just starting out, you're gonna have a lot of questions. I don't know what to do.
Just be prepared to work every day.
I think you have to make sure that everybody has the same goal of you building your own business as well.
It's important to have people with like-minded goals, that you're surrounded by talent and people who are going to motivate you every single day.
Personally, I think that you should be on a team. It really helps learning from other people. I learned so much from Matt. I knew nothing about real estate, and I feel like I know a lot about real estate now, and I still learn something new probably like every day. And I would just say being in the team atmosphere is helpful too, because when you're solo trying to do stuff, it's not as easy.
I would interview a couple places and make the decision that you feel most comfortable with.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to our page, leave us a like, a comment, and tune into our next episode.